Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and today we're going to look into money, success, career of the energies of the next 4 weeks. I'm starting by pulling some symbols. These are going to give us a general idea what's coming your way, what's leaving your life, what you should be aware of. Maybe there's a person that you should be aware of or a situation coming your way. And then let's pull these ones as well. And then we're going to jump into the coffee cup. At the end, I'm going to pull some tarot cards to get clarity into certain situations and also even more oracles, okay? And by the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share the energy, and then hit subscribe if you'd like to see more. We have a shield. I love this. You need to defend yourself, but it's not only that you need to. I feel like there is like a defense mechanism forming for you that is going to be useful. So if you are recognizing that, realizing maybe someone is actually preparing some defense for you, or something is coming your way that you need to create a shield for yourself, become aware. This is not a bad thing. This is a positive thing, because it seems like you might be ready when if there is an attack comes forth, or if there is a question comes forth, you'll have an answer ready. We have here a leg stepping into a new experience. That's why you're forming a shield. This can be a new job environment, a new opportunity that you're taking on. And what happens is you need to be ready when you're stepping into this new experience. I feel like it's not being on guard, but it's being ready to handle what's coming your way. We have an elephant here. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Another energy of the elephant is elephants have, actually they symbolize long-term financial security. And on top of that, elephants have a big memory. So I'm going to interpret this as also maybe a person who is going to participate. They have deep memories, knowledge, experience about a certain thing. And in that new journey, they're going to be right by your side to help you, because you're going to have to carry a big bag of money, it seems here. Something important, such as a new job or a raise coming your way. And a box is you will receive a gift. Overall, this part of the reading looking very good. We have a desk. Pay attention to your work. And this doesn't have to be limited to career. It can also be paying attention to what you're working on at this time. We have a wishing bone coming forward. A wish is granted. So the thing is, everything actually is reflected into the reality as we see them. So that's why it's telling you to pay attention to your work. There might be a wish granted already. Maybe because you're not really paying attention, you're not really seeing it, okay? We have a rose here, romance in the air. This is about money, and I feel like this is romanticizing your life. It is about maybe if you have a dream, if you have a desire that you had a time that it didn't really manifest. It seems like that's coming your way. This can be, like, the first thing popped in my head is like chocolate covered strawberries. Maybe you have a certain travel plan. You want to go to Disneyland, or you want to travel to Vietnam to have a bowl of pho. So it can be that opportunity presenting itself. Before it comes in, you can start to like live in the experience, the energy of that experience, okay? We have a teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So it can also be a friend tagging along with you. We have a sorrow over a loss with a wreath. However, I feel like this is not really a negative thing. You might be feeling sad about also, because we human beings, as we tend to do that, like, oh, you remember the past times that we had nothing, but now we have everything. But we had each other back then, but we still have each other now. But we tend to have, as human beings, this nostalgia of the past. And I feel like that's what it is. It's like you're going to lose something that past, maybe poor attitude or that state of being. But you're going to be elevated in a better level, but you're going to still be missing that. That doesn't have to be something bad. It can be a nostalgic moment that you're remembering too, like the elephant. I see there's some tears of joy. It seems like falling into the 3rd week timeline. And there's a pathway opening here for you within the 3rd week again. This is maybe some of you are traveling, guys. Maybe you're unexpected travel opportunity coming forward. This can be even someone like buying your ticket and telling you, okay, let's go travel together. I need a companion. Maybe you speak an extra language of a certain place and they want to take you with them. Can be something special like that, or doesn't have to be like you have a certain specialty. Something good is coming, but there's an evil eye on the bottom as well. If you have like a social media, if you're putting everything out there to the open, this can be a signal also coming to let you know that some people are watching you. This is an energetic offering. So I mentioned also the energetic stuff of the things. This is not really a financial advice. This is if there's something materially blocked, this can be also the reason, because there's so many people's eyes are on there. And if you know the double slit experiment, when you're watching, actually, I think those are electrons, they act differently. When a lot of people are watching, you might not really see a change in the energy, see a change in your maybe career or material success. That's why maybe it's about to just step back a little bit from the crowd and not show your hand to everyone. This, I don't know if you can see that. There's right there. There is an eye and there's also circles surrounding it. This actually is the symbol of the sun energy. Even though something seems like to you initially, oh, people are looking at me, it's a good thing. I'm the sun. I am illuminating them. I feel like this is actually taking like a part of the cycle here, a circle right there. So taking a part of your energy. So you're not the sunshine for everyone. And maybe this next 4 weeks is not the time for it. You can be, yes, Sagittarius, you're truly powerful. I interpret Sagittarius as dragons. And so you're really like a blooming fire energy that can make anything happen, really powerful and passionate. But the thing is, it can be also like giving that passion too much to others and showing off or boosting other people. For example, if that's what you do, maybe you're a personal advisor or like a motivational speaker. This next 4 weeks, especially within the third week, some of these energies are going to really like, you're going to need them in your own body. So it's time to take a break from that and stop showing things to the people. If you have a business, this doesn't mean that do not advertise a business. It means that maybe instead of trying to help others and take their energy, it's time to just give it a pause a little bit and be a little bit stoic when the information comes to you. Another thing I feel here is there's a big fish, an idea of a fish jumping out of the water here. The fish has a dog on top of that, as you can see. This is something that will be loyal to you when it comes in, okay? The idea can be something that you're pursuing, or it can be something that is coming to you, inspiring at this time. And when you pursue it, maybe as a dog, that you're loyal to this idea and pursue it and trying to maybe find resources to make it happen, it is going to turn into a big resource, a big energy here. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's something standing up here with the eyes, kind of reminds me of an ant. There's a bird above the ant. Ant can be someone who is very hardworking, showing up to maybe help you with this case and this situation or the fish that you're pulling out of the water. And the bird above on top of the ant's head can be symbolizing some good news coming about this situation too, okay? This person might be carrying the good news to you, or this can be someone really hardworking, making sure that news are delivered to you. But the ant as a creature, as an element, I interpret them as earth. This can be an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. As a friend, maybe you might not really get along with them very well because they tend to be slow, Sagittarius, even though you like the things to be exciting, fast, and the things to move faster. This person can be someone really acting like one step at a time, very grounded way, very planned way, and they have like a certain strategy they keep following all the time, because the ants has like a certain strategy for maybe millions of years. They keep doing the same thing. Okay, so you cannot really change an ant's mind as well. Like even if they invade your home, you put like, you know, certain stuff around so they go away. They don't. They, you know, they sacrifice themselves. So this can be someone really ready to give their all to the cause, but in their own nature, following their own nature, not really going along with you. So you might have to be peaceful or also patient with them. And communication lines are forming a horse here. So if you communicate with them openly, they're going to be able to make your wishes come true. Horses are wish fulfillment, and the communication can be, now the first thing popped in my head, this can be someone repairing something for you, making a dress for you, building something for you. Okay, but they have their own ways of doing things. And if you communicate clearly your wishes and desires, like the horse appears here, they're going to really make it happen in a very good way. The second thing I see here, there's a winding pathway opening behind the horse, which I feel like even if you feel or think this is going to take forever, this person is not going to be able to make it happen, seems like it's not taking that long. The path is forming right away when you speak clearly. That's why I feel like the horse shows up here as your wish fulfillment. Another thing I see, there are 2 carrots. Okay, there's a person. This person is holding like the horn of that apocalypse, which I'm going to show you right away. This is the angel. I think it's I forgot the name of it, but the one that blows the horn of apocalypse. So within the 3rd week, I told you there's a pathway opening, because you might be actually bypassing a situation. Okay, this is actually what it is. I don't see this person like on the front like that. I see like him on the side profile. So this says idea here. You might get an inspiration, an idea of doing something, going somewhere, getting outside your comfort zone. Someone might be inviting you over. There's going to be some apocalyptic stuff happening in your comfort zone. So if you are away from there, you might be avoiding some of this drama, and certain energy is probably pulling you out of there so you can avoid the drama. Even if you think, oh, maybe I should be part of it, I'm the only one who can resolve it. That's not really the case, because there's even like a conductor, it seems like, with like a magic wand in his hand and a candle, and somebody is actually like pulling you out of that space. And I feel like this is not really a human or involvement. This might be even like a divine help, like circumstances aligning in a way that you won't be in that space when this thing erupts. The best part of this is something is going to take you out of there that you will enjoy, you'll have fun. And in the meantime, inside of there, if this is, I even see a vulture here. This can be like a workspace that you are taking a day off and everything is crumbling down on top of them, and they're realizing that you are the true value here. The vulture is waiting for you to clean up the mess. Vulture is a good sign when it comes to that. So someone might be waiting, like ready to actually point out, if this person is not here, we cannot make this happen. This can be about a family environment. This can be about a new job opportunity coming in, but somebody else is offering and maybe even raising the bets for you. So it's overall a good thing. And I kind of see this conductor is falling down a little bit. Maybe when you're not around, somebody's like slipping and falling and realizing that you are the one who glues everything together. 4th week I have here, there are 2 pathways or opportunities comes your way. One of them has a massive fish, the second one. So if you're receiving 2 news or 2 invites, the second might have a bigger opportunity. Also, I see like 2 people standing here in the hierarchy. One of them is on the higher level. The one on the higher position can be you. And maybe you are like you're going to be in the position of to negotiate things. Okay, that's why it has a bigger fish. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Massive whale here, guys. Okay, if you have been watching so far, don't forget to comment down below. Type claim and a star. Okay, I will be reading all your comments, by the way. There are 2 different desires you have the first one comes forth first. The second one has some time. The whale turned into a person here. This person is riding a horse backwards. So some people are doing things backwards. I feel like I said, it can be frustrating initially, okay, to you. Maybe you're actually seeing this person saying like, what are you doing? But your energy field is intact. So they're doing things backwards is not really affecting you negatively. What happens here is them doing things backwards is actually going to put you in the scene, in the front line. It's going to be you. Okay, I told you here, I saw that when you're not really in the scenery, your participation, how big of effect you have, it can be even the home environment, guys, will be recognized. And what's going to happen, I see a letter L here. L, Loretta, Larry, Alana. Someone might be calling you over. But I see a masculine figure being stubborn. And however, there's like a bigger masculine figure inside here, inside of your heart space. Like what you're desiring, maybe who you're desiring is going to need you or call you over. That's when I see like your desires, like the question is answering fully to the yes. So, and you can see it's actually from dark, it's getting to the lighter energies here. The things are going to be resolving in a very light way. Let's see what tarot has to say. Okay, let's see what it is you need to know. We're going to look into the past, present, and the future energies of each week. And let's see, pull all the cards and see what is coming for you. This is the first one. Okay. Intuitive guidance. We have heavy water here. High Priestess, the Moon, and the Knight of Cups energy. So the first week is the past energies is also indicating the crescent moon, your deeper knowledge. You know certain things deep down in there, even though you don't have clarity with the moon in the present moment. From the past, you have knowledge, you have past experiences. Okay, the second week, let's pull all of them and then let's dive into it. Third, and oh wow, it's okay, looking very good. The second and the third, even though the past seems a little bit frustrating. Yeah, the present, but the future is bright. What happens here is you're starting the first week with an ambiguous situation. However, this is not really going to bother you that much because I feel like you already know how to resolve this problem. If you have a problem at hand, you already have certain knowledge. But the thing is, maybe the people around you don't know that how you're going to resolve it. Or maybe even if you have the solution in the mind, Ace of Cups is a good offering here. You don't know if it's going to clearly work out. Nine of Cups coming as a future outcome tells me that you're going to figure it out. Like, yeah, you might even have doubts about yourself with the Seven of Pentacles here. You maybe use certain ways to resolve this kind of situations, but now you're not really sure if it's going to work out. The Knight of Cups tells me, yes, with the Six of Pentacles, you're finding a perfect solution to the problem. You're offering it, and it is not only helping them or resolving this material situation, it's also helping you a lot. It is going to put you in a position of being an authority, being someone who is actually handling the money. Maybe you're getting a promotion because of the solution. You're becoming like your offerings are being accepted, and it's also going to have a material outcome at the end of the day for you. Second week seems like maybe it's starting with a confusion or having too many options to choose from. Seven of Cups here. Five of Cups is not being able to do all of them or not being able to choose all of them. Two of Cups upright is your wish fulfillment, but you're looking at the three things that don't really work out in the present moment. I feel like the advice is because the future is bright. Two of Cups is your desire, your wish fulfillment. We even have the Ten of Cups with the same exact like Two of Cups on the top here. So either way, everything is going to be working out really well. All you need to do is focusing on your true desire rather than focusing on the things that aren't really going the way you want it to be. You can see here there's a snake coming into the Two Cups. So what they're doing is maybe poisoning the things that you already wanted, had, but mentally that you keep not liking it, and you keep bringing the past confusions to it. So it might really cloud your vision. However, in the future, outcome is good. Knight of Cups coming again. So you keep giving, offering. If you watch other channels, there's this lady that I love. I think she's British. She talks about astrology, but I'm not going to give her name because YouTube put some sort of like stuff, bans and such. And she said in one of her videos, recent videos, because we're going to have, I think, an eclipse. This time is about offering love, offering solution, offering as much as you can, whatever is available to you. Okay. So this is what I do. This is what I'm offering, for example. Or maybe you have a very good, beautiful smile that lights up the room. That's what you can offer here. So if you keep offering that, you're going to be able to receive your heart's desire. Another thing here is you might be in a toxic environment, always pointing out the things that you didn't accomplish, always really showing the things, bypassing all the things you have already done, created. And this is Six of Swords telling me you're going to be able to move on, move away, or maybe find another better opportunity that will take you out of that environment. So that's coming. Even if you feel like there's a burden here in the past, you carried all the burden on your back, but it seems like this time around you're going to leave that burden behind because there's a heart's desire, perfect partnership when it comes to maybe career, money, opportunities is coming your way. Okay. The third week, we have Ten of Wands that, yes, you carry maybe everything and everyone on your back, but this time around it's going to pay off. Ace of Cups, receiving an offer that will be fulfilling. In the present moment, it can really cause you to question. Question what? You maybe start to ask yourself, what was I doing wrong? What was I doing right? How did I end up here? How did I get this? Even though the past, it was really hard and the things really didn't really go the way I wanted to be. Now I have my heart's desire. I am fulfilled. I'm in the future. It seems like you're going to be fulfilled as well. How did I end up here? That line of questioning can really reveal to you the formula of happiness for your life experiences. Everybody has their own way of manifesting things. Everybody has their own way of pulling the miracles into their life. And it seems like you're pulling one here. You're actually manifesting a miracle. And now maybe you're turning that into by questioning, how did this happen? Maybe an educational experience. You're turning that into a formula. And I feel like that's going to work out because Ten of Cups is actually repeated happiness coming forward. Finding yourself in the supportive environments and creating a life that is fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling as well. Not only materially, that you're going to get all the materials that you're desiring, you're also going to have emotional fulfillment. Within the third week, watch out for that because the fourth week is going to be all about remembering the past fears, the past things that happened to you. And this is also coming as a mental challenge. So you can, let go of, this is actually happening for a good reason, guys. Even if your mind keeps dragging you back to the past. Oh, I was left out in the cold. Nobody helped me. I was actually all by myself, but still made it happen, still become successful. Those memories are going to be maybe flooding your environment. Maybe somebody's going to start talking about that or you're going to start remembering that. you can do two things here. The first thing is going to come forth. Oh, what if that happens again? Now what am I going to do? I don't have the same mechanisms. I don't have the same strength, same people. You might get flooded with fear in the present moment. This is also, we're going through a cycle, ending a cycle, a negative cycle. These are the things that you have been carrying that you need to let go of, this old baggage, old bags off your back. Okay. That's why they're coming to surface. So you can clear them. The best way to go forward with it is the Page of Pentacles, focusing on the small things, small moments of gratitude, the things that actually you're grateful for, and the things that you can do in this moment to feel abundant. Okay. And even if this is like an idea of investment, or saving or something that will make you feel abundant, do that. It can be like a tiny little thing. This is the world carries the future here. The world tells us that you are ending a negative cycle, and this is going to be the beginning of ending of the anxiety we have and beginning of a new time of change. Okay, let's pull more, get more clarity here. I feel like you are not only, this is the month of love, you're going to resolve money issues. Not only that, you're going to also have like confidence everything is going to be all right. Okay, 14 here. This is the King of Swords. King of Swords with emerald brooch here with a sword of a tie, basically telling you do what's logical. And this can also be you facing someone who comes with sharp opinions, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Sharp opinions, sharp ideas. They don't want to bend. They don't want to see that there are other aspects to things. And that can be also someone that you need to have the shield against ready, because they're not going to come with your approach. And you can also replicate and reflect their energy back to them. This can be someone who only sees things through the eyes of logic, and they don't really have any creativity. They don't really have Swords energy most of the time have creativity, but they don't go with emotional creations, okay? And passionate creations. We have here, what you can do this moment is focus on the gratitude, what you already have, instead of fighting with this person. This can be an example to them. And also the Ten of Cups, this is Ten of Cups energy as well. It doesn't matter what this person brings or what kind of tension they create. Either way, you're going to have your desires the way you want them to be. We have here Page of Swords again, scrutiny. Yeah, this might be an energy that you're dealing with that you need to leave behind at this time, because your heart's desire is coming. Love, lovers, health, your desire. So what you want might not be always aligning with the logic. Maybe you are wanting to make something happen that is outside of the logic. It's not really logical at this time. But when you look at the Edison, it wasn't logical to light up a room with electricity 200 years ago. But now it's possible. We even charge our cars with it right now. You know, who would have think? So your heart's desire is coming forward, and it might require you to see outside of the bounds of logic. You can have someone who can give you a reality check time to time, but it doesn't mean that they all have control either. Like, they might look like a king here, but they might be also having some doubts about what they are dictating to, okay? We have here Panther Spirit. You reclaim your power. So it's about accepting the help, but saying, okay, I know what I want in the situation too, okay? Another thing we have, Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Definitely dream creation will include some emotional attachment to the desire. Another thing we have here is a Pig Spirit. Use your mind wisely. Okay. I feel overall this is coming as like mind and heart. You need to align them together. And Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. I feel like this is also the heart, the Six of Pentacles energy. So when you like align the heart and the mind together, you're going to be able to get the answers and the resources that you need. They're just going to also, balance each other out as well. You don't have to choose either or. You can actually choose both. If you think that we can only make this through logic, or if you think that we can only make this through passion, seems like you're going to utilize all of them. There's a gateway here. Again, with the World card, I feel you are really going through a gateway. You see that there's actually a portal opening up to a new dimension right there. And the World card here, this is actually utilizing all the tools available to you. So you cannot really make happen with one skill that you have or one thing that you have. You need to communicate with the right people, follow your passion, put emotion into it, and use materials that is available. Another thing we have here is the intuition. I feel like this is representative. So unseen powers are going to be necessary there too, to cross this time into new dimension. Fill up from the healing waters of Mother Earth's sacred springs and connect to her heartbeat. Become as one energy. So also this is maybe suggesting some meditations, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos for you to enjoy right there. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.